Yo, we have some multiplayer games here to do to make the content to entertain people over the holiday break when I will be in a different state and not recording videos. Playing a best of 3 with Ash. Ash is pretty good. Wood Elves, Ogre Kingdoms, Tomb Kings, Band Grand Cathay. Demons of Chaos and Dwarves are global band between us, so none of those factions can be picked. Well, okay, Wood Elves, Ogre Kingdoms, and Tomb Kings can be picked, but not Grand Cathay or Dwarves. Yeah, if you care what this pick a band is talking about, on my server there is a best of 3 ladder that a bot matches you with other people and gives you picks and bans and stuff. Just preps you for tournaments, but also can help people find games. If you're having issues on quick battle of stuff just being lame, like if people are being turds and you just wanna up your game, you can come play on our server. I have been thinking about my pick here while I'm talking to you. Wood Elves, Ogre Kingdoms, and Tomb Kings. Ogres is good for content because they got the DLC and people want to see that, but they're probably the scariest of the 3 he posted. Let's do Greenskins, ban Tomb Kings, I guess. I've played a lot of Greenskin Wood Elves, so I'm comfortable in that matchup. And Ogre Kingdoms is fine for the content. And also Greenskins is a content faction for content. Did I mention content? I feel like we brought up content. Alright, so he has the choice between Ogre Kingdoms and Wood Elves. He goes Wood Elves. Rude. Okay. Wood Elves, Greenskins. I'm going to go Gorbad. I haven't gotten to play this against another player with Gorbad yet. I have played it with Grimgor. I have a Grimgor build I use sometimes, but we'll take Gorbad for now. So we got Mr. Ironclaw with the Great Leader. Want as many Orc Bulwark Biggins as we can. Armored, anti-large, armor piercing, all of it is good stuff. Don't want Mangler Squigs, that just sounds like a problem, because what else are going to shoot them and they'll explode my own guys. Could go Snagla. Guess he has a net, but I don't know. I need a caster. Gotta go with the River Troll Hag with Spirit Leech and Fate of Buna because Wood Elf Cavalry is like impossible to deal with for Greenskins at times. So Fate of Buna will take care of some of that for us. Okay, so we have that. Goblin frontline is fine. The enemy frontline is either going to be good enough to beat ours or he's going to just kite us. So really no reason to take anything too crazy. Orc R boys are pretty good. Harassing Durthu and keeping the enemy a little honest. We'll get some Spider Riders for a bit of extra harassment and boys. And I suppose I could get some Goblin Bolt Throwers to annoy Durthu. Actually, that's not a bad idea at all. Skip the Archers. Because Archers get outranged by a Skirmish Cav. So let's just go with 3 Bolt Throwers. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. And then some Spider Rider Archers. It's shaping up to be solid. I mean, could end up being a mistake, obviously, but, okay, we'll just ship on these guys and move on. I don't know which of the Greenskins has the Wah bug, so I'll just stick with Grimgor's Ard boys. But originally, the only time I struggled in this matchup was when I get pure kited, like 2 or 3 Sisters of the Thorn, 2 or 3 Waywatchers. Not Deepwood Scouts as much, but then my Orc R boys just had to walk slowly forward, and they got outranged. So with these cheap little bolt throwers, that'll be nice. Harass Skirmish Cav, harass Durthu maybe, harass whatever. And then if Waywatchers want to close in, maybe they're more manageable or something. But these guys are only 650 a piece for artillery, but at least they're anti-large artillery. Because I know someone in chat is already going to be like, but you had Rock Lobbas this whole time. Yeah, Rock Lobbas are terribly inaccurate, and they don't threaten anything besides somewhat infantry and somewhat cav. These guys threaten cavalry and Durthu, so they're a little more important for him to deal with. I'm going to deploy them in this formation so they can turn a little easier than their true straight line formation, where if they have to turn at all, it takes them literally forever. So we have 3 bolt throwers to counter enemy skirmish. Cheap front line of goblins. I know like I said in the loading screen, they're either going to go War Dancers or Blade Singers and beat whatever frontline I bring to the party, or they'll bring Eternal Guard, or literally no frontline, and then even Goblins can win, so I'm just going to go Goblins. Could go Orc Biggins and stuff, that's another build I like bringing, but like I said, I've been struggling versus hard Kite with that, because then the Orc Biggins just slowly walk to their doom. So we'll try this. I mean, could go very poorly. I could get completely wrecked, but sometimes that's how learning matchups in the new patches go, right? You live, you learn. You learn what worked, what didn't. Do have Gorbad, I'm going to have him support some of the Cav engagements, and I'll just have this lady hang around for a Fate of Buna on probably the Wild Hunters of Kuranos. The damn Wild Hunters of Kuranos. Okay, I'm going to group all three of these guys, and then these last two guys. You guys get a group, Goblins get a group, and I more have just grouped them so that they are in a position I expect them to be on my little bar at the bottom, rather than actually using the number keys 1 through 8. That is a lot of keys to ask a person to use. Alright, so we're in. And it is an awful lot of stuff. Actually, I am going to fall back here. We have Way Watchers or something trying to shoot at me right now. Since my first Fate of Buna, we know my first Fate of Buna is going to go towards the Wild Hunters of Kuranos, or at least I know that. I'm going to fall back over here. I'll have some Orc Boar Boys try and support the front line a little bit. So we're going to get some flank going. Okay. Saving my Fate of Buna for the, I'm gonna get a Wa soon, so I'm actually gonna charge in. Gorbad, boss is here. Here's a Wa. I really need that Fate of Buna for Lost Sylvan Knights, but it is what it is. We're about to break through, so now we can run down those Way Watchers. There it is, Fate of Buna that I desperately need for those. Okay. Need my bolt throwers to fall back. Still shooting at those guys on their way out. We'll switch to shooting at these guys to get them to rout. River Hag just stay safe for now. Gorbad and the boys in a little bit of trouble. As Great Stag Knights are not breaking. Gorbad's actually gonna opt out of this. Damn, that whole flank broke, huh? Okay. Let's collapse in here. I can't quite get to those Wild Riders yet. I do want to get some skirmish cav up and through the middle, where I can go harass them from there. I'm losing my bolt throwers while I do it, but that's just gonna happen. TBH. What's more important now is to recover what I can and go get these guys. Durthu can't protect them all. Where's Gorbad? He doesn't have the boys for a while. Sorry, go help with that. I didn't mean to distract you from your important work. Okay. Everybody close in on those damned Way Watchers. I'm gonna Spirit Leech the Lost Sylvan Knights because they're apparently gonna be dicks about this. Damn, man. These Way Watchers ain't giving up. Trying to get too many things in here so they can't resist. Lost Sylvan Knights very low. We're behind on balance of power. Okay. Give some buffs here to these boys. Damn, dude, Wood Elves are unbreakable. Look at those Great Stag Knights coming back with no HP. Okay. We got the Lost Sylvan Knights. I guess I'll let spiders chase them off. You dodge those shots, thank you. Weight Watchers are running low on ammo, I guess, but I don't know what I have left here to really do much of anything. Which is unfortunate. He did a good job peeling for his Weight Watchers. Unfortunately, we also saw this coming a bit, though. Like, I did say one of the problems I was having in this matchup was just getting, like, hard kited. Okay, Lost Sylvans aren't coming back at this point. I guess we have to just charge Dirthu and hope for the best. There's not a whole lot that's going for me here. Oh my god, Dirthu's just whooping my ass. Even with Boss as a plan. Oh, Boss as a plan doesn't affect him, so I do only have like 50 melee defense. Brutal. Okay, he has a lot of Dryads left. Gorbad's taking decent damage here. But the Weight Watchers are running out of ammo. They still shattered off my last support archer. And Gorbad and the River Troll Hag are just gonna have to try and fight Dirthu and hope for the best. The Weight Watchers run out of ammo. 1 ammo. I guess those have 4. It doesn't look like they have that much, but they do. Man, Dirthu doesn't miss. Fucking nuts. Buff up my River Troll. A big old fuck you. So try and refresh my charge bonus with Weight Watcher shots coming in. Man, will you guys just run out of ammo? Seriously. Yeah, it's probably GG. Decent damage out from Gorbad. He did his best, but Weight Watchers are still pretty tough for greenskins to deal with, it looks like. Because you wouldn't think it, because you can just swarm them with cheap shit, but as you saw, their cavalry is very, very difficult to truly get rid of. Gorbad's back. River Troll's gonna rout though, and that'll be army losses. GG. I liked my little bolt throwers. Unfortunately, the front line just buckled. And again, if you look back at the build phase, it's like, well, why didn't you take a better front line like Orc Boys or Orc Biggins? I've done that in the past, and if they just get hard kited, like, I've seen this build before, but you don't take the Dryads at all, you just take Glade Riders and you just run around, like, then your Orc Boy, I mean, your Orc Biggins just don't do anything, so. I think the Goblins was fine. I could have microed my Cav earlier better. Could have skipped one. There was a fight in the back that was going well for me, but it took forever. And I couldn't get past those guys. I could have sent the Spider Riders around instead of supporting the Cav fight. I could have sent them after the Hawkeyes, but it was really annoying how quickly everything was breaking. With the Hawkeyes' quick little discouraged thing, I felt like even sending like a full health Spider Rider after them, they just immediately routed, which was pretty brutal. The Lost Sylvan Knights tanked a Fate of Buna and still lived, but the Cav fights went great for me, because his Cav got very little value. It just took forever to die. And then his Dryad frontline won and put my Bolt Throwers on notice. The Bolt Throwers did their jobs. I'm not mad at them. Honestly not mad at too much in this build. I think the basic Spider Riders just kind of disappointed me a lot. So if I redid this, now knowing what I know after experimenting with that, the Skirmish Spider Riders are literally useless. Honestly, even the Death Creepers, but they at least have decent stats and regen. Basic Spider Riders did okay, but not okay enough to justify taking them. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. And then I use this money to get some Orc Spears. Maybe those buff up my line better than Skirmish Spiders, because Skirmish Spiders just were fucking garbage. That was upsetting. They weren't good enough in melee to do anything. Their range didn't really do anything. They couldn't support my front line, so maybe do something like this. I still want to keep 3 Goblin Bolt Throwers because I feel like 2 isn't enough threat. Like, they could be easily sniped out, and then that's it. But, like, maybe you cut 1 and get a better front line still with, like, the AP Gloons. I don't know. I think there's work to be done there. It was a pretty close game. GG to Ash. Rawr.
subscribe. Yes, yes.